cool, for real, it's cool. I liked it.
You put all of your effort into a short amount of time and you get a big result.
When you see the final product, you'll be amazed at what you can do.
It was awesome.
It was very life-changing.
Once I saw it, I was pretty blown away by how well it came out.
It is an overwhelming experience watching your creations on paper come to life and watching everybody's eyes watch it with you.
Just being in the animation project and seeing that their hard work did pay off to this wonderful film that they made, it built them the confidence that they can move on and they can move forward.
We actually made this film within 3 days, and we only had like a couple hours each day to be able to do it, and felt accomplished. I felt proud of me and my team.
Sometimes I turn projects in like weeks after they're due. Being in the animations program, I learned how to work to a deadline, how to get my work done fast and precise.
I was happy about it that I accomplished something better than what I usually do.
Our message was sustainability, which was great because we live in Hawaii where it's such an important and impending thing to know about.
You know, I think HNI, even among the universities, sometimes we don't do as good a job as we should of advertising what we do. So I think this is a great opportunity for us to get our name out in front of people, and I think it's just a first step.
When you look at the topic that we actually chose for this particular activity, this issue of alternative energy, renewable energy, that was an area of growing interest within the Navy, and so the Office of Naval Research, which is the research organization for the Navy, how can we tie more closely our educational piece with that energy piece?
We concentrated on topics of sustainable energy, so I knew they'd be sitting around together brainstorming ideas and learning stuff about sustainable energy through the development of the animations they were working on.
The more important part of it was the way the students and teachers were engaged and the way that the community that was involved came together to make these happen. So I think in that regard, the product far exceeded my expectations.
When I first heard there wasn't computers, I thought, oh my goodness, these kids are going to be bored stiff. But they loved it, and it was really, really a neat experience.
When you look at activities at universities in STEM, one of the keys is how do you engage the students more than just feed them information. And so what I saw in this, and looking at some of the things that Roy or Susan done previously, is that it very clearly drew the students into the actual activity, which was the real value that I saw. It's learning without realizing you're learning. I think that's a real positive aspect of the program that I saw.
When I heard the bubble of trouble, that was the first video, I'm like, oh my gosh, look at this.
Bubble of trouble.
Living things inside a bubble.
We use too much, now we are in trouble.
Pollution fills our island's air.
So let's show Hawaii that we care.
By cleaning up and making things sustainable.
Do the right thing. Keep Hawaii clean.
I think a lot of times we have problems in our classroom because we don't do things that are real. It's just participating in an incubator.
It truly did impact them because they were singing their limericks for the next week or so. So something must have stuck, you know, for them to remember their limericks and turn it into a rhyme or a rap. We're very fortunate to have a visitor, Edward Aguilar. For a lot of the kids that are into graphics and animation, they got to see somebody that came from the industry, and it totally impacted the kids because his background is similar to theirs. They don't have much.
And I think it's a great inspiration for all of us. Listening to his stories, it really gives me faith in that I can actually do it.
Our expectations with this partnership were high, but wow. It has knocked it out of the park. We're so excited.
You know, we communicated with each other. If they don't agree with one thing, then we fix it all together. We make each step that we make to make things successful. We took every step together. That's what teamwork does.
Empowerment. We've given them tools with our partnership to have their voices heard, to have their ideas come to life, to see them animated. We totally gave them the opportunity to express their words in their language, to create their own pen and pencil and color drawing, the drawings that come from the heart.
First of all, you get buy-in from the people that participate. Second, you get knowledge about the topic that you're talking about. Thirdly, you get a real group experience. You get the idea of leadership, task roles, maintenance roles. And finally, you get to see your work actually produced. So this is a great experience.
I will put it on Facebook because I want other people to know how talented the kids from Hawai'i are.
I didn't think at all it would come out to be so powerful.
After watching the films, I really felt a sense of accomplishment on the part of the students, and I was really proud of the work and the effort that they put into those, and I think that it did a wonderful job of showing how we can tie our cultural identity and the Hawaiian language into various projects outside of the traditional projects.
Aloha aina. I mea e malama I ka honua. He pono ka holomua.
E ia ka hana kupono.
A me ka mākou kono.
Ia oe e ho'okui ka lono e kukua.
E malama ia Hawai'i nei.
The cost of this program is extremely low. I mean, to the point ridiculously low when we look at what we kind of deal with quite often, that this can be put in lots of different areas. And that was another reason why I thought this was a great opportunity, because it does translate well across all the areas.
I think Bruce and the way he interacts with students was kind of the beginning, and I think his ability to make them feel smart and feel special, allowing them to work in teams, expecting excellence from them, and really helping them to see that this is an area that they could go into as a career. So I think the combination of the different pieces really came together nicely.